Spaniard Alejandro Valverde grabbed a second stage win of this year's Vuelta A Espana by pipping Peter Sagan to the finishing line in a thrilling uphill sprint on Saturday. Valverde went ahead of world champion Sagan on the final corner of the 195-kilometre flat ride on stage 9 to top the points category and gained 10 bonus seconds on Frenchman Rudy Molard, who finished 30th in the stage in a packed 52-man peloton. Earlier on, CGTN'S Sias Du Plesis spoke to the team Principal Doug Ryder and started by asking him about their recent experience in world cycling.
We registered a pro continental team or a second division team in 2012 to race, the 2013 season, to try and take an African team to the Tour de France. That was the dream, and it took us 3 years to get there in 2015, and we were incredibly successful. We were the most successful wildcard team and the first ever African registered team to participate in the tour, and just rocked it. Won on Mandela Day, had the first African rider of colour wearing a yellow or a leader's jersey in Daniel Tekla-Heimanot, and it was just a spectacular event. And then attracting one of the best riders in the world, Mark Cavendish, the best sprinter in the world, who's won more stages than any rider today at the Tour de France, to join us. So attracting one of the best riders was critical, showed that our culture was cool and that we believed in the individuals and the dreams of the individuals. We've just announced our 5th rider in the last 3 years that has come through from the continental team and into the World Tour team. And I think that still creates that hope and that passion and that possibility for riders across the African continent that we are the team, that'll give them a fast track to success.
In terms of the long-term vision, what, apart from, winning the 2020 Tour de France, what is the long-term vision for your team?
Ultimately, I guess a child that starts on a Quebecer bike ends up at the Tour de France. That would be the cradle to the Holy Grail story, and that would really showcase that what this team has done over the years in terms of racing internationally around the world to raise funds and awareness to the potential of Africa and to mobilize this continent so that it has an opportunity to move forward. It's not the black continent because of the people that are in it. It's the black continent because it seems to have no transport and no mobility and no hope. And I think if we can overcome that as a small cycling team, and make such an impact across a continent, and through mobility and through bicycles, then that would be pretty special.
Doug, the rest of 2018, what lies ahead for Team Dimension Data?
This is a big Vuelta A Espana, the last Grand Tour of 2018, as a kind of a dress rehearsal for 2019 and 2020 as we try and get to the podium and take an African rider onto the Champs-Élysées by 2020, listening to Nkosi Sikelele. Wouldn't that be amazing to hear it on the Champs-Élysées?
Doug, thanks so much for your time. We wish you all the best for the Vuelta A Espana, and we hope to see that dream realized of an African winner at the 2020 Tour de France.
Thank you very much.